Have you ever wondered how you can influence people and build strong, lasting relationships? In this video, we'll uncover the secrets of dealing with others, inspired by the legendary book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. If you want to learn the fundamental principles that make any interaction successful, you're in the right place. Get ready to discover ideas that can change your life. When we feel frustrated or upset, we often criticize, complain, or blame others. But does this actually help, or does it just make things worse? In this chapter, we'll talk about an important rule. Don't criticize, don't complain, and don't blame. Most people never see themselves as wrong, no matter how big their mistakes are. That's why criticism rarely works. Instead of fixing the problem, it makes people defensive. They focus on justifying their actions instead of changing them. Worse than that, criticism hurts feelings and damages relationships. Let's look at the story of Crowley, one of the most dangerous criminals in New York. One day, he shot and killed a police officer just because the officer asked for his driver's license. Later, he was trapped in an apartment surrounded by police. Bullets were flying everywhere, but Crowley stayed calm, sitting in his chair like nothing was happening. The shocking part? He didn't think he was a bad person. During the shootout, he wrote a letter saying, "Under my coat is a tired heart, but it is a kind heart, one that would never hurt anyone." This shows something important. Even the worst people don't see themselves as bad. When dealing with others, remember, you're not just talking to minds, but to hearts and emotions. People don't always think logically. They react with feelings like pride, ego, and fear. Even a small criticism can cause big problems. Instead of judging others, try to be patient and understand them. Understanding builds respect and trust, while criticism creates walls and pushes people away. One wise man, Dr. Johnson, once said, "Even God does not judge people until their life is over. So why should we judge them while they are still living?" Every person wants to feel important. This simple desire shapes who we are and how we act. As the philosopher John Dewey said, "The deepest urge in human nature is the desire to be important." And William James added, "The most basic human need is the craving to be appreciated." These aren't just words, they are truths that live inside us all. Feeling important isn't just a small wish, it's a powerful force that shapes our lives. And the way we seek importance reveals who we really are. Let's look at two people who searched for importance in very different ways. John D. Rockefeller used his wealth to build a hospital in Beijing that helped millions of poor people who had no access to proper medical care. John Dillinger, a dangerous criminal, felt important by robbing banks and killing people. He was proud of his crimes and even bragged, "I am Dillinger," while the police chased him. Both men wanted to feel important, but one chose to help people while the other chose to hurt them. This need for recognition and importance isn't new. Even the greatest figures in history were not immune to this desire. For example, George Washington loved being addressed with grand titles like Admiral of the Ocean and Vice King of India. Similarly, Catherine the Great refused to open any letter unless it began with her full royal title, Her Imperial Majesty. These examples show that the need to feel important has always been a powerful force, one that transcends time and status. Did you know that some people choose madness just to feel valued? A psychiatrist once treated a woman whose life was full of failure. She dreamed of love, children, and success, but her life didn't go as planned. Her marriage was a disaster. Her husband didn't love her, treated her badly, and even forced her to serve his meals in his upstairs room, like a servant. With nothing left, she escaped into a world of fantasy. In her mind, she divorced her husband, married an English aristocrat, and insisted on being called Lady Smith. Every night, she smiled and told her doctor, "Doctor, I had a baby last night." The doctor later admitted, "If I could cure her, I wouldn't, because in her world, she is much happier than she ever was in real life." This story shows how deeply people crave importance, even if it means living in a dream. But imagine how different the world would be if we helped people feel genuinely valued and appreciated in real life. If you want to influence someone, you need to start by understanding what they want, not what you want. Imagine you're going fishing. Would you choose strawberries or cream because you like them? Of course not. Fish prefer worms. This idea is simple but powerful. If you want to influence others, think about what they want, not what you want. Here's a small story to prove this. A mother and father were trying everything to get their daughter to eat breakfast. They tried kind words and even scolding, but nothing worked. Then they discovered what really interested her. She loved copying her mom, so they had her help prepare the breakfast. As soon as she felt important and involved, she ate her breakfast without anyone having to ask. When they made her feel valuable and part of the process, everything changed. The lesson here is simple. If you want to motivate others, focus on their wants and feelings. As William Wentzer said, expressing oneself is a basic human need. The real power lies in being able to spark the desires of others. If you can awaken that strong desire in people, you hold the key to success and influence. The person who can do this holds the world, while those who can't will face many obstacles. The key is to find what excites them, open the doors to cooperation, and become an unstoppable force. To truly make a difference, we must know the difference between real appreciation and fake compliments. Appreciation is honest and meaningful. It comes from the heart and makes people feel truly valued. Flattery is fake. It's used to get something in return, and people can easily sense when words aren't sincere. Sincere words build trust. Fake praise builds walls. Whenever you see something good in others, don't keep it to yourself. Say it. Forget meaningless compliments. Instead, give real appreciation that comes from the heart. Be bold in your praise and generous with your encouragement. Your words could stay with someone for a lifetime. Because in the end, appreciation isn't just words. It's a gift that makes people feel valued and strengthens relationships. At the heart of it all, everyone wants to feel important. And when we give genuine appreciation, we can create a powerful and unforgettable impact on the people around us. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us create more valuable content to help you reach your goals. See you in the next video.